Hey coders, what's up? This is Raghavendra Devarkonda and I'm gonna start a course on Python Pandas. This is gonna be the first tutorial on Python Pandas, and in this we'll just discuss what is data science, what is Pandas, why we have to use Pandas, and also I'll show you how to install Pandas and Jupyter Notebook. So what is data science? Data science is the study of data. It involves developing methods of recording, storing, and analyzing data. That means we'll be able to represent the data in a better way to the user by visualizing it through graphs like line graph, bar graph, pie charts, and etc. And the main motive of data science is to gain insights and knowledge from any type of data. So we have to extract the useful information from the given data and give it out to the world. Then why do we need pandas? Well, pandas is actually a Python package for data manipulation and analysis in Python. And wherever you hear the word data in Python, then pandas poke you up and says, hey, call me. So yeah, pandas will be used wherever you need to use data. If you're doing machine learning, if you're doing data science, if you're doing web development, you are going to use pandas in one way or another, and that will be very helpful to you. And why do we actually use pandas is because it offers a data structure called data frame to Python, and that makes life easy. Manipulation of the numerical tables or time series is very easy with this data frame. And pandas is also very fast and one of the best analysis module in Python. And if you go into why we need to use only pandas for it, then pandas is very easy to clean up data, and handling missing data also. And pandas support a variety of file formats, like it supports CSV file, Excel file, JSON file, HTML file, and etc. And also grouping, merging, and joining of datasets is done very easily with pandas. And as I told you, being a data scientist or data analyst, visualization of the data is very much important, and pandas provide us with this concept. And you might have a doubt, what is why should we use pandas over Excel? Because I told you, it has data frames, right? And data frames is something like Excel. It's like an Excel spreadsheet. It has some rows and columns. Well, the reason is, if you're trying to use Excel, then say you have some data of 2 GB or 1 GB, something like that, then Excel will just hang up, or it will take so much time for Excel to render the data or do what you want. But pandas is not like that. You will be able to process your data very easily and quickly. And also you can do all sorts of data manipulation in pandas, like how you can do it in Excel, and you can also do it even better. Let's go into installation of pandas and Jupyter Notebook. So if you want to install pandas and Jupyter Notebook, then in your command prompt we just need to type these two commands: pip install pandas and pip install Jupyter. And if you don't want to use Jupyter Notebook, that's fine, that's totally fine. You can use any type of interpreter, but Jupyter Notebook is very friendly with pandas, so I recommend using Jupyter Notebook. So yep, let me just open the command prompt and let's try to install pandas. So yeah, it's starting to install pandas, and since it's the second time for me to install pandas, this is done very quickly for me. But if it's the first time, don't worry, it will take some time for you. Yep, now let's install Jupyter. So pip install Jupyter, and as I told you, it's my second time to install all this, so it took me, this was done very fast. But if it's your first time, it will take some time. If you want to open Jupyter Notebook, then the command you have to use is just go into command prompt and just say you can you have to first go into the folder which you want to access Jupyter Notebook with. So let me just go into that. And when you enter your folder, you can just say Jupyter notebook, and that should open your Jupyter notebook. Or if that doesn't work, if there's some issue in installing and sometimes this doesn't work properly, then you can always say python -m Jupyter notebook. Sorry, you can always use this command python -m Jupyter notebook. That will also do the same thing. And yeah, you can use any command. So let me just open this for you. Let's see how's the interface. So this is our Jupyter notebook over here, and I can create a new Python notebook, but I just want to show you a small example of how Python is useful. So this is just a small code to extract the data from the internet. So I have I want to extract this table, which is in this URL mygov.in COVID-19. So this has a data set of the Indian states with their confirmed cases, active cases, recovered cases, and disease cases on the COVID-19. I want to import this data set into our program. How do I do that? Well, if I do it without using pandas, then it's actually a huge code, as you can see over here. It has some 67 lines, and if I run this, let's see, I'm getting the data over here. If I run this, that is fine, but the problem over here is that only for accessing the data set we're taking 67 lines of data. Then for doing some statistical analysis on the data, then how much more code do we need? That will become like a huge program, and that's not very user friendly for us, right? So that's the time when pandas comes into the picture. So let's try to do the same thing with pandas. So yeah, I already have it ready for you. So the first thing we need to do is import pandas into our program, and you can just use, and as you can see, it's just a 3-line program after importing the pandas. So if I run this right now, it'll just give me the same data set which I have over here. So that's very cool, right? 67 lines converted into just 3 lines of code. That's because pandas has this all inbuilt, and we can use all these functions very easily. And that's not it, guys. If you want to enter data science, then you have to do some analysis on the data, right? Say you have some questions on the data. Let's say which state had the highest number of confirmed cases in this data. So as you can see over here, it should be Maharashtra, and you can do that very easily by just using a small command that is .max, and then I'm just using a print statement over here. So that'll print me the row over there, that is Maharashtra. So it says Maharashtra has the highest number of cases. Those are the 1,20,000 confirmed cases, and 53,000 active cases, 60,000 recovered cases, and 5,751 deceased cases. And also in pandas gives us a special function describe that just gives us a summary of the data over there. It counts all the number of data which we have over here, gives us the mean, the standard, output, minimum value, maximum values, and all those. And as I told you, in data analysis, data visualization is very much important. So an example over here with pandas is, as you can see, it's just a single line program, and you can visualize the data over here. So this is a data visualization for our data set over here, our COVID-19 data set, and these are the states over here. And this gives us a legend saying the blue bar is for confirmed cases, orange bar is for active, green bar is for recovered, and red bar is deceased. So it does this all automatically, and that is the fun part with pandas. It just takes out some 50 or 60% of our burden, and we can do the data analysis very smoothly and easily. You can also do the same thing with each and every state as I did over here. So this will just give me the data for each and every state. So yeah, as you can see, using pandas is very easy and very simple. So yeah, I recommend using Pandas for if you're into data analysis. Pandas is a must, guys. So hope you guys like this video, and please do share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye bye.